Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and as promised, here is the Let's Build of the first part of the underground base. Now, I know I said it was going to be an evil layer, but kind of changed my mind on that. I mean, it's still going to be an evil layer for evil experiments and evil deeds and fun things like that, but we want to put on a nice bright persona, and that starts with leveling off the floor, which I actually didn't record the first part of because I was doing a test recording, and then I stopped the test recording, and then I started building the base, and I had forgotten to restart the recording, so you missed the beginning there. But as you know, the bottom of the Minecraft world, where the bedrock is not perfectly level, so I used regular stone to bring that up to level by hand. Now, I had considered, and in fact, patron supporter Maria Amor even recommended, taking out the floor entirely, like I did in my Tekkit Classic series, which I was going to do. But then I decided that I wanted to have the floor space available to build things. And if I took out the floor, obviously that would be a possibility. You may remember in Tekkit Classic that I had these sort of balconies on the edges where things were, and then most of the stuff was off down hallways and tunnels, and there wasn't actually a lot in the middle of the base, and I didn't want to do that this time around. Although, when you see the end of it, I kind of realized that I could have taken the bottom out, and it probably would have worked out better, and you'll see what I mean here in a moment. But I talked previously about using abyssal stone or basalt. By the way, thank you folks reminding me that I found the abyssal stone in the ocean. That is correct, I remember that now. But I decided to use something that I could actually get with EMC, because it would help speed up the build process and just make things a lot easier. You know, I wouldn't have to worry about going out and collecting the material, processing the material, etc., etc. So I decided to build the floor, first out of glowstone, and then I realized, no, that's dumb. Let's use lamps. And my original plan was to build 2 stories. So the bottom floor was just kind of going to be this weird, ugly pattern, and it didn't really matter what it looked like, because the actual floor was going to be above it, and you would never see what was below. And the below was going to be where I put things like ducts and cables and all of that. But then after I got done with the floor, I realized that it might be cool to just have a glass floor above that. So I went up 6 blocks, so we have 5 blocks of space, and I was going to put down the glass floor, but then I realized, because we're so far underground, we're at the bedrock layer, you can't see that far ahead. I wanted to be able to see from one side of this base to the other, and the fog was just too much. You don't see that represented in the camera angle, the above camera angle, but me playing, I couldn't see from one side to the other. So I went up just high enough that I could see, you know, the fog was dissipated enough that I could see from one side to the other, and that's where I put down the glass layer of the glass floor. And you may notice that it looks kind of terrible, and the reason is the account that I'm using a completely separate computer to record me building. It does not have Optifine installed. I have Optifine installed on my installation of Tekkit Legends, and so it looks very different. And in fact, why don't we hop in first person, and I will show you what I've actually managed to accomplish thus far. So, howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and as you can tell, I am standing, I mean, I don't know if you can actually tell, I'm standing on glass right now, and it's really good. So this is what the connected textures do for you. And if you walk over here to the edge, you can just barely see that glass right there. So this is really cool. I really like the look of this. The plan is to eventually have some teleporters, so I can teleport down to there, and that's still going to be where I run all of my wires and cabling and all of that. So that plan is still intact, but everything else, all the machines and everything, are going to be up here. So as cool as this looks and as clean as this looks, and as, oh my gosh, invisible barrier looking as this is, it is going to, you know, eventually you're going to look down there and you're just going to see a bunch of cable runs and pipes and things being moved around. And it's not going to look as nice and pretty, but I like the idea. Now, as for the walls, I've been thinking about this one quite a bit, and I've been trying to determine how we're going to do the walls. I think we're going to continue to use these lamps. I really like them. So these are the inverted white lamps. We got blue and black lamps down there, and it's going to take a long time to place them all. You'll notice I have a mercurial eye in my inventory, and I didn't use it, and that's because the mercurial eye just doesn't work with the inverted white lamps. So you can't put them in there for some reason. I mean, obviously it, you know, works with stone and things like that, but not the lamps. So they have to be placed manually. And that's fine. You know, I've also had to go through kind of as I go and patch in holes like this. There we go. You'll notice I have F7 toggled to make sure that monsters can't spawn in here as I go. But the plan now is to start moving things in here, kind of get a feel for how we want to set this place up and how we want it to sort of work with the broader world. None of that made any sense. I was just saying a bunch of nonsense there. What I'm trying to convey is that it's raining. It's always raining around here. I don't know if y'all have noticed that. It's a real hassle. Is there no sound? I think I just realized that there's no sound. Or is my sound just turned down really low? I can't tell. I don't know. I haven't had my headphones on for a lot of this because I've been listening to stuff on my phone. Oh, well. I mean, not that it matters. I don't get it. You know what? Let's go open a door. That's the first, fastest, surefire way to find out if sound is working. Oh, look, sound is working. So that's just like some sort of miserable vacuum. But what we're going to do now is, or next, I should say, not immediately, because this has taken me well over an hour to record, and I no longer have time to record. I've got to dismantle all of this and start moving it downstairs and figuring out how I'm going to set it up. And also, how does this perform in the rain? Oh, it's full. Good. Good. We're going to be needing a lot of power, I reckon, moving forward. Oh, by the way, I did go and I hired some guards to hang out in the looking towers. So they're standing around, they're keeping an eye on things. Someone mentioned that there was something wrong with a stair somewhere around here. I didn't quite catch where. I'll have to check the message again and figure that out. I don't know. Something to do with one of the stairs. I don't know where. That's all the information that I can remember. Did I forget something somewhere? I don't know. I quite honestly don't know. Maybe it was all just a trick. Anyway, there's the Wizard's Tower. And next time, like I said, it took an hour. I guess I could have done all of that over the course of 2 30-minute episodes, but who would have watched that when you could just watch this 5-minute video, this speed run build? So when we come back next time, like I say, we're going to be moving all of that down here. If you're wondering why we're not doing it right now, it's because it's very late, and I need to go to bed. I need to get some sleep. I did not anticipate this taking this long. I had planned to use the Mercurial Eye for most of the wall construction, and I thought, well, this will be quick and easy. I'll have the whole place done in an hour. You know, I'll have all the walls completed, and the ceilings and the floors and all of that. And then I chose lamps, and I really liked the lamps, and then I realized the Mercurial Eye wasn't going to work, and then I realized that nothing was going to be done quickly and easily. In fact, it was going to be a long, sort of drawn-out, miserable process of me just slowly right-clicking things. Oh my gosh, but no regrets, because I like the way it looks. And hopefully you folks can give me a feedback on the looks, by the way. I have adjusted sort of our brightness and contrast settings on the capture, so things are a little bit, hopefully a little bit brighter now, and also a little bit more color rich, and you can actually see what's going on ideally. And these horses will eventually get moved into a stable. I assure all of you, if you have some feedback or some suggestions for things that you would like to see built in this world, I would love to hear them. They don't have to be towers or houses. They could be machines, contraptions, automations, whatever you want to see, let me know, because I'm still having a lot of fun in this world, and I'm not quite ready to let the series die. Now, I need to get back into Sky Factory 4 as well. I just haven't had look at this. I haven't had a lot of time recently to record everything that I would like to record. You know, we've had to go back to a video a day for this week, and probably for next week as well, just kind of looking at how my schedule is shaping up. I don't really think that I'm going to have the time to go back to recording 2 videos a day, because I wanted to do it for the month of August, and then I decided to take this week off, but then do 2 videos a day next week. And now that's just not happening. And I don't think because, you know, I kind of gave up on 2 videos a day a long time ago, and kind of coming back and doing it tail end of the summer was fun, and I definitely think it helped the channel grow. You know, we hit 30,000 subscribers several times the other day. We hit 30,000, then it dropped below, and then it went back above, and then down below, and then back above. You know, it's kind of teetering around in there. The first time we hit, though, what I consider to be the real time we hit 30,000 subscribers, Jenna realized that her business account wasn't following. So she went and she subscribed, and that was what took us over the edge. And I was like, oh my gosh, we've done it. We have 30,000 subscribers. That is crazy. So massive, big shout out to Jenna. Massive, big thank you, because would not have been possible without without her. And a massive big shout out to every single one of you who have watched and subscribed. I've gotten off subject though. Definitely recording this has, and you know, doing the 2 videos a day, but I cannot do that anymore. I just can't. Where was I going with this? Where was any of this? Oh, this all started because I said I needed to get back into Sky Factory 4. Yeah, you know, I think we're going to be getting to a time here soon that the crazy summer times are winding down, and I'm ready for a nice relaxed September, October, November. Try to make things a bit crazier for Christmas. People love when I go crazy for Christmas, but, you know, I'm looking forward to getting into a 2 Tekkits a week, 2 Sky Factories a week, 2 Satisfactories a week, and a random 7th video. You know, kind of get into that kind of groove. Maybe taking one of the series and doing 3 a week. I think Sky Factory 4, I need to progress that one along because it's been a bit stale. The last time I recorded it was when we did the live stream. You know, well, unless you count episode 26, but we live streamed it, and then the Tekkit Legends 25-25-25 challenge took off. And boy, howdy did it take off. And it took up so much of my time, sort of before, during, and immediately after the actual release of the episodes. And, I mean, we're on a series now that's over 60 episodes in about a month's time, which is completely bonkers. But, you know, it's been really good. And I'd be interested in doing this with other packs, actually. Kind of, when we're done here, when we wrap things up until the big Christmas special. I'd be interested in going back to other packs, or maybe even new packs, and kind of giving them the 25-25-25 challenge. Not necessarily doing 25-25-25, but, you know, something similar where it's sort of less trimmed down, perfect, in quotes, episodes, and more of the stream of consciousness. Let's just figure all this out together. But let's wrap up on this. I've yammered for way too long. I think I've now talked more than we had of the Let's Build. I'm not entirely happy with the Let's Build. I'm happy with what we got done, but I wish I'd gotten more done. But I guess that just leaves room for a bigger, better episode in the future. Maybe when I have a bit more time to record it. But for right now, what I want from all of you is some feedback on what you would like me what you'd like to see me do in this series. Maybe what you'd like to see me tackle next. What you'd like me to build next. And until we get to that, thank you all for watching. God bless all of you, and I will see you in the next one, where we're going to get real work done. Bye!